What is going on, everyone? It is time for the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that puts out TNA Bound for Glory and every other review you may need weekly. It's okay. It's fine. No, oh wait, that's not the saying. Casey, isn't that right? It's halfway right. We got Bound for Glory. Casey's been a little soft and able to get it, but talking about a week. But last time I checked, a week does not constitute as 3 days. 3 days, Casey. It's a new day, and we got Bound for Glory out. It's out right now. Happening. Just tell me your excitement. Like I just wanted to give you a chance to show a little bit. Just think. Put it out of me. For me here.
I you are really glitchy and it's throwing me off. But yes, I have been waiting a week. A week. 3 days are in a week. Actually, 7 days. So technically, I've been waiting for 3 days twice and then one. Yeah, that's right. Because 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Yeah, math. What? I just schooled you. And all the people that didn't know 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. I mean, if you don't know that, maybe you need to go watch you some football. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow. Some craziness in this season. I can't take it no more. But yes, we are talking finally Bound for Glory, which I thought was a really good show. I don't know what you thought, but it just definitely. I'm sure most people will agree it was better than last year. Although me and DJ didn't think last year was that bad, but
Did you ever get a chance to watch last year's?
I haven't watched the entire show, but I've seen a couple of the matches, and it didn't seem that bad to me.
Because I feel like it's kind of the same situation we're in now, where like it doesn't always match up. Like the storylines don't always match up, and I think that's what frustrates people. Which I mean, it frustrates me, but you know,
Well, I mean, part of that was, they were kind of incorporating New Japan, and you can't line up the storylines because they're not in the storylines. It wouldn't make sense if you tried to throw like Watanabe in a storyline with Eric Young, who hasn't been in a storyline with. It wouldn't make sense. It would be like, what's going on? So in that aspect, they couldn't. But
yeah. People are also upset with the lack of title matches, which we got a lot. We got all of them defended this tonight,
yeah,
like Bound for Glory. But last year's, I know there was no world title match. There was no tag team title match.
yeah, but
But we got Bound for Glory 2015. Hopefully, it's not glitchy throughout the entire time. Just a little bit of glitchiness. That just adds to the the era of the show, right? No, probably not. But we're gonna push through it. That's what we're gonna do. We started out with video package on the main feuds. It wasn't. It was. I liked it. It kind of made the show feel a little bit bigger. Um, and it kind of made you feel like you were watching a pay per view, which is always nice. TNA is kind of they do video packages for pretty much everything. So it wasn't like focused on one thing, which was good. Because a lot of pay per view video packages are kind of focused on one or three main matches. It kind of hit every one of them, which was nice. Any thoughts on that video package?
uh, it was a good video package. I liked it. And you're right. TNA does video packages for everything. They do video packages for their video packages, which is it gets a little bit overkill sometimes. Like they'll do video packages for somebody who is supposed to debut, and then with sorry, I was no, but
Were you about to say someone that's gonna debut and they never debut? I think that's where you were going with that. You were going
I
with
was
that Nia Jax.
I was holding back. I was, because I know she's never coming. It's it's a big hoax. It's never happening. Um, But they do a lot. Impact does a lot of video packages, and I will say, most of them are good. There's not really a lot of bad video packages that they do. A lot of them make sense. So, you know, but some of them, they aren't necessarily needed. I feel like sometimes, but this one was really good. Kind of got you excited for all the matches tonight. In case you've been living under a rock, and you don't know that they're gonna be X Division title match, and you don't know that EC3 was the champ, and you don't know that Matt Hardy is gonna take that title. But anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, um, we got
and
to
you
the
don't
first match,
know.
which was oh
Sorry,
wow
sorry.
wow. Oh, you didn't know? Is that what
Oh, you didn't
wrote
know?
down? But we started with an Ultimate Expo. Casey was really excited for versus Manic versus Andrew Everett versus Tigger Uno. Andrew Everett is a guy from Cameron, which I thought was pretty cool. Um, Especially if you're gonna throw random matches together, I think it was cool for them to kind of incorporate somebody from the hometown, so then it kind of gets the crowd excited and everything like that. I'm gonna give you this match, but first I just wanted to. I don't know if you noticed this, but I just wanted to mention the stage setup was a little bit different. It felt like, and that might have been because they were in a different location. I'm gonna give you this match first, though. Hopefully, you can still understand the words coming out of my mouth.
I never understand the words coming out of your mouth. Uh, but anyway, um, we did have an opening D-Generation X division match. Oh, you didn't know. I wanted to get that in. It's not. It had nothing to do with D-Generation X. The X division has nothing to do with the X, unfortunately. But we did get an Ultimate X match. Yes, we got one. Um, and it was an awesome match. I had a little bit of mixed feelings about it being the first match. I mean, it's a good idea because it gets you really pumped for the show and excited. But then, you don't have that X Division or Ultimate X match to look forward to. I would like to have had it kind of maybe in the middle, just in case, a couple of the first matches were kind of dull. You get that excitement kind of in the middle of the show. I just wasn't really into it being the first match necessarily. Also, there was a few kind of strange botches in this match where I was kind of unsure what they were going for. When DJZ and Manic were hanging off the cables, kicking each other, I felt like their kicks just didn't look really strong. They looked weak. It almost looked like they weren't even kicking each other. I was kind of like, are you really going for it in this match, or are you just giving up? Like, I know, DJZ, that you're never going to get a title. I know that. But don't give up, man. Don't give up. Um, they really do need to work on the Ultimate X structure. I've decided. I don't know if anyone saw this, but it wasn't exactly stable. To the point where it wasn't just wiggling, it was shaking. I was like, they're gonna die. That I don't know if they didn't, put it, they missed a couple screws, maybe didn't get a couple bolts in there, but that thing does not look safe. They need to work on that. But I do call bullshit on the outcome. I felt like we should have had a new champion. You know, I like, Tigre Uno. I do. I just kind of wanted to see somebody new, get the title. Give it to like Manic, and give him that character change, and give him, a kind of a push. Um, and then Tigre Uno, I haven't looked into any reports or anything, but he actually did look injured. So I don't know if he actually was injured in the match. It looked like I think it was his shoulder or something got hurt. But any thoughts on this match, which was a good match, just a couple weird spots that were like, what?
Yeah, I agree. There were some weird spots, but I think the better spots, looked really good. A lot of the dives looked really cool. The freaking fall that Everett took at the end of the match, I was like, ow, like, ow, come on, man, no, it's his first match, don't hurt him, like, come on, man, but I like the match. I want to see more of these next matches. My only thing is it was a little unstable. The structure was kind of little wiggly. Like they forgot the screws. They had to put staples down there, or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but they it was a little wiggly, but definitely a good match.
No, it was shaky. It was. Let's be honest. Come on, man. It was shaky. It was. It's gonna fall down.
It did look like Tiger Uno's shoulder had maybe like popped out of place or something. There at the end, you could look at the way it was like contorted. It looked kind of weird. They had to help him down. So I was wondering about that. And when Gregory Helms came out and kind of faces off with him and shakes his hand, I don't know if they were hoping to do something with that, but because Tiger Uno may have been hurt, they didn't do anything with it. Because that was kind of a little cool little face off. But man, Tiger Uno is short. Like I thought Gregory Helms was pretty short, but man, Tiger Uno is really short. Any thoughts on Gregory Helms coming out there at the end?
I was excited when Gregory Helms came out. I was like, what? Because I I I was pretty sure I knew he worked for TNA. I thought he was like one of the agents or something like that. But just the fact that he came out, I hope they are gonna do something with him. At least give him give him a title run, help um kind of revitalize the X division. I feel like that could help, kind of in the same way that the Dudleys are, trying to kind of revitalize the tag team division in WWE right now. I feel like, if you did something with Gregory Helms, it could, help. And it could get a lot more fans back into TNA because, especially the old school fans who kind of have given up on TNA after all of the history with Hulk Hogan and changing to Impact and kind of all the stuff that didn't necessarily work. Um, you know, but I hope they do something with that. I hope it just wasn't a kind of a tease and then they're not going to do anything.
Agreed. I think that would be a really cool little thing if they did something with it. Next we get an EC3 promo. He says, "Here I stand, a conquering hero in enemy territory." Um, he talks about how the entire situation tonight is a conspiracy. I agree. He says, "Not the next match to determine the no more contender. No, my match." Um, he says, "A match that my flesh, my blood, my Aunt Dixie put Jeffrey Nero Hardy as a special referee. Um, I won't lose, not here, not now, not ever. My opponents tonight, Drew Galloway, stand up. You fight for wrestling. Matt Hardy will not die. You fight for your family. I am unbeatable, unbreakable, undisputed TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and I fight for the greatest cause, and that's me. 2 years ago, I debuted at Bound for Glory. You can say it's in my blood. I am beyond greatness. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina, right? Woo!" And then drops the mic. It was kind of awkward, the ending of this promo with the just, "We're in Charlotte, North Carolina, right? Woo!" Like I get it, but the way it happened was kind of weird. But definitely like an intense, promo. Kind of it feel like it was personal, like everybody's against him and whatnot. Um, I definitely liked I like this promo. Any thoughts on the promo? Did you know? I don't know if you could hear me when I said this, but did you notice the new setup that they had like for the stage?
I don't know if I
Or
took notice to that.
it was slightly different. It wasn't like anything too terribly different, but it was slightly different. Probably because they were in a new location. I was thinking.
Yeah, I say something's different about the takeover set, and you're like, whatever, moving on. But as soon as something's different about the TNA set, oh, no,
Well,
I honestly didn't notice it.
actually, I did. I said the ramp was shorter. I said the ramp was shorter,
It
or
was
at least I
wider.
thought it.
It
I
was,
thought it in my mind. Might not have said it. Thought it at least.
but yeah, I just like to point out that he lost. He said he will never lose, and he lost. He
Technically,
he
he didn't
lost.
lose.
He
He
lost.
didn't.
He lost. He lost. He lost. Let's be honest. He did not retain the title, and he lost. And then they have to go with a stupid storyline afterwards. But anyway, um, also I don't remember if this was before or after the promo, but they showed each one of the competitors in the main event arriving. Can someone explain to me why we need to know the exact time EC3, Drew, and Matt arrived? Because they showed the times that they arrived at the arena, and I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
Because the one who arrived earliest will win the match. EC3. It is a conspiracy. He's the champ, man. Conspiracy. Lil Jimmy, I know you're behind this. I know it.
He
Conspiracy.
lost.
But anyway, we get a Bound for Gold gauntlet match. I like these type of matches. You don't see it all the time. I feel like in wrestling where it goes from a battle royal to like a one-on-one match. The weird like rule change they put in though was that you could win at the end when the final two were in there. You could win by pin, submission, or throwing your opponent over the top rope. And I was like, why? Why even add the pin and submission portion if you can just throw them over the top rope? I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of weird. They usually don't add that part in there, but they decided to this time. We started out with Mr. Anderson and Jesse Goddard, the man, formerly known. Um, there was no mic for Mr. Anderson for some weird reason. Like he reached up for it and it just didn't come down. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. Jesse tries to take control off of the handshake, but Anderson scouts that out. He extends the hand to Goddard's, but and then he tries to kick him, but that gets caught, and Goddard hits him with a. Anderson hits Goddard's with a thumb to the eye. Eli Drake comes in next, and then Al Snow with head comes in. Al Snow, I think he was out there just to get the crowd hype because the crowd was so hype when Al Snow came out there. It was random, but the crowd was hype at least. Nice insecurity by Jesse Goddard on Eli Drake, and then we get a debut. It's Aiden O'Shea, some sort of Irish fellow, Irish brawler. He comes in with the punches, and I thought that was pretty. I thought his punches looked pretty cool. He was getting them on everybody. Everybody was taking the punches from Aiden O'Shea. Robbie E comes out next. Snow and Robbie E work together well till Robbie E gets hit with a shot to the face by Head. Um, then Al Snow hits Drake with the head. Drake gets eliminated. Mahabali Shara, liking to dance, liking to fight, liking to be TNA World Champion, comes out and he takes down Drake. Shara takes out everyone with clotheslines. Then he starts to dance with everyone, like pretty much everyone in the building. I feel like at this point, everyone in the match, everyone in the building started doing the Shara shake as they call it. But O'Shea, being the brawler that he is, puts a stop to that. Shara eliminates O'Shea. Harris comes out next, starts throwing everyone around. Melendez comes in to try to get his world title shot. He squares up to Tyrus. Then he goes to hit bubble bombs on the Bromans. Tyrus clubs Al Snow and Melendez out of the ring. Tyrus isn't falling for the dancing of Shera, and so Shera is gone. Tommy Dreamer comes out next, another guy who I felt like was out there to get the crowd hyped because the crowd was really hyped for Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer came out there. I love this freaking theme song. I don't know what it is. That theme song. Every time it comes on, I'm like, yeah, yeah. I'm at least slightly hyped for a second. Hits the bionic elbows. Um, Dreamer hits the low blow and a crossbody to Tyrus. Abyss comes out next. He catches Robbie E with the choke slam. And then I think this is actually our final competitor. Our final competitor from the announce table, the Pope, D'Angelo Nero, comes in as Abyss. As Abyss and Tyrus are kind of squaring off. He comes in, gets met by Tyrus and Abyss, and you know, he says, he wasn't really asked for prayers, he thought, so peace out. He's gone himself. He said, I got to go help Josh. Josh, he's all alone over there. He's got to go back and make sure his partner is okay. So he goes back and goes to help them. Dueling Tower of Power, Tower of Dooms in the corner, giving Abyss and Tyrus the advantage. Dreamer hit with the Black Hole Slam, the ICU to Abyss, which is the big club by Tyrus. Abyss gets eliminated. Jesse and Robbie start to fight on the apron. Head scissors to the outside by Jesse to take Robbie out. Anderson eliminates Dreamer with the mic check. The Gorilla Press is reversed into a mic check. And Tyrus looking to outpower Anderson because they are the final two. Rolling senton to Tyrus, which I thought was really cool. That Anderson could lift the big man up for two. Senton bomb by Anderson. The ICU, but Tyrus comes back with the ICU for the win. EC3 comes out and applauds. EC3 says, "So we're gonna go for the tag team titles, right? I know you're not coming for the world title. Let's be honest. I know you're not coming for the world title. So we're going for those tag team titles." And Tyrus says he is coming for the World Heavyweight Championship of the world. He says of the world. So he is coming for whoever may be the world champion. Anyway, I wonder how that's gonna play out with Tyrus technically being the number one contender. I wonder, is he gonna get the first shot, or because I know they're gonna have some kind of tournament or something to crown a new champion. I wonder how that's gonna work. Any thoughts on the Bound for Gold Gauntlet match?
Yes, the Bound for Gold Gauntlet match. I really like this match. I really liked Aiden O'Shea. I hope we see more of him. I was kind of surprised that Eli Drake was the first one eliminated. That was kind of threw me off a little bit. But Shera comes out. Shera likes to dance. He likes to fun. He liked to clean house because that's pretty much what he did when he first came in. He took everybody out. Also, Shera's music kept playing for like a half an hour. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but his music kept playing.
Yep.
And kept playing.
I noticed that. I noticed, and I think it was so he could dance with everyone. I think that's what it was.
I was like, it can stop now. I love Tommy Dreamer wearing the polka dots in honor of Dusty Rhodes. That was a pretty cool thing that he did. I don't know why, but it felt really good to hear Abyss's music again. Not just the Revolution. Even though he still has the Revolution ring gear, which I want them to change. But
wait, did he ever even change his ring gear? I don't remember him changing his ring gear to go to the Revolution.
Yeah, he used to have the it started off with like a black mask, and then it was gray or silver. Yeah. Awesome no sell by Tommy Dreamer off the mic check. He John Cena'd it. He got right back up. Nothing. And I think it was Josh who said the heavyweight world championship of the world. And I was like, what? The hell did you just say?
What Tyrus said something weird too when he was talking to EC3. I don't know what he
Oh,
said.
it might have been Tyrus. Yeah. I think it was Tyrus that said the heavyweight world championship of the world. I was like, what? But yeah, it was a really good match. I kind of like that. It was kind of different. They didn't do the Bound for Glory series, so kind of change it up, do a Bound for Gold gauntlet match, because we don't really see gauntlet matches that much anymore, which is kind of cool.
Agreed. Next, we got a video package on the Wolves. Lee and Brian Myers, their feud, the GFW thing, the GFW versus TNA thing, the Lee and Myers winning the championships, and now they're obviously invoking their rematch clause tonight. I'm glad they kept that in, that they do get a rematch clause. Because, I mean, they could have easily thrown that away just because they're GFW guys. I think it was kind of cool, especially with this being a live show. I think it was kind of cool that they still got their opportunity. Any thoughts on the video package or the opportunity? That kind of surprised me, but
I was just upset with the outcome of the match. Again, we don't get new champions, because I mean, what's the point of having title matches if you don't change the title, especially on your biggest show of the year? Give it to sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, I was surprised that there were not as many title changes. Just because it is not only the biggest show of the year, but it's it's one of their main pay-per-views that they have out of the two they've had this year. It's one of the main actual pay-per-views that they have. So I expected title changes, but we got Lee and Myers attacking from behind while the Wanna Celebrate are getting in the ring. The double team attack gives controls to each team. They basically got their own team moves. I love that flipping cross body that he does. I don't know how he does it, but it's beautiful nonetheless. I want to see more of it. That's one of those moves everyone should adopt. I think Awesome Kong should have one in her arsenal. And then I want to see Tires do one. We can't just have the smaller guys doing it. We got to have everybody. Everybody. Big Show. I think Big Show could be relevant. He had to flip. I you don't. Everybody needs to put money. Everybody, Casey. Everybody needs it.
You just got extremely glitchy, and all I heard was something about Big Show being relevant again, and you lost me.
I was saying that the Big Show needs the flipping crossbody. Big Show, ZZ, Awesome Kong.
He can't do a regular crossbody.
Big Show, Awesome Kong, ZZ. That's who we need. Big Show,
ZZ.
Awesome Kong.
ZZ could do it.
Braun Strowman, him too. Bray Wyatt, all over. Everybody needs it. Let's continue. The backpack stunner for 2 by Eddie Edwards on Trevor Lee. This match started out really fast, and it kind of slowed down as the isolation tactics started to come on. The power bomb near the end of the match gets reversed into a pin by Lee for 2. Actually, looked like it could have been it right there, but jumping knee gut wrench German by Lee and Myers, really cool. I love that move. I love that gut wrench German. Hurricane Rana to Myers from the top, superplex into the super kick. Brainbuster combo by the Wolves for the win. So the Wolves end up retaining the tag titles. Like I said, I was surprised that they the titles didn't change hands. But Casey, you got any thoughts on this match?
First of all, how do you put Bray Wyatt in that list? The man could do a 450 splash if he wanted to. Wrong with you. I mean, it was an awesome match. I feel like anytime you put these two teams together in a match, it's going to be a good match. They kind of, still give that sort of indie feel, kind of, refreshing, kind of innovative tag team wrestling. But I was just again upset that we didn't get new champions. You could build something with this. It's like they have this opportunity to build something with this feud, and they're just not. It doesn't make sense. Why are you keeping these guys from another promotion involved in your show if you're not gonna, do anything with the storyline where they win the titles again or something like that? Um,
I definitely agree. I wish they would have changed hands, and it kind of would have made for some more intrigue. Because now with the Wolves, you're like, well, what's next? What's next? What's the next thing they're gonna do? Um, but next we get an interview with Drew Galloway. He talks about how he helped Team TNA, unlike EC3. He's been throwing curveballs his entire career, and those curveballs have shaped him into what he is today, which is wrestling's chosen one. With the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, he is willing to do what it takes. He is willing to kill himself. Drop mic, walk off. Any thoughts on the interview with Drew Galloway?
if you kill yourself, you can't win the title. That wouldn't work. That he needs to think about that one. I mean, I don't know. Um, and he has been throwing a lot of curveballs. He was the chosen one, um, who who ended up not being chosen. In another promotion. Oh wait, no, this is TNA. We can mention WWE. If it was WWE, we can't mention TNA. I get those mixed up. Um, but yeah, again, another weird kind of mic drop situation where it's like, okay, um, why are you doing this, TNA? Why are you ending promos like this? It's weird. Stop it.
All right, let's continue. We got a video package on Bobby Roode versus and Bobby Lashley. Um, it kind of like went back to the New York thing where they were kind of battling for the world title. Kind of went back to how they got here. Any thoughts on the video package? If you haven't been watching, you know what's going on now. Thanks to this video package.
I already knew what was going on, so I didn't need the video package. I just,
All right, let's continue. We got Bobby Lashley versus Bobby Roode for the King of the Mountain Championship. Would you rather take this one, or would you rather have the Knockouts title match? Up to you.
let's see.
I mean, Lashley had that epic headband on tonight. Looking like Jordan out there. But it's up to you.
I mean, I'll take.
Or you can take the world title match. It's up to you.
You know what? No, I'm going to take this one because then I'll give you the big matches. I'll take this little disappointment. I mean, not that it was a disappointment, but it was a disappointment. And I will show you right out of the gate why it was a disappointment. I hate King of the Mountain. No, that was a disappointment in other ways, a fashion way. Just no. I hate King of the Mountain matches without the traditional King of the Mountain match, or even any stipulation. There was no stipulation in this match. Like you need some sort of stipulation for a match like the King of the Mountain title. At least do it in a King of the Mountain match. Or what's the point of it being called the King of the Mountain title? It's like having the X Division title if you never, have an Ultimate X match. You don't have to, but it's why? Why wouldn't you? I wasn't really excited about this match. It turned out a lot better than I anticipated, though. You know, uh, again, no title change, but I don't know that a title change would really change anything, or do anything for either one of these guys. I don't know that it would do much for Bobby Roode if he lost it. I don't know if it would do much for Lashley if he won it. Um, I really don't think either of these guys need a title. They're over enough with the fans right now anyway. I feel like Bobby Lashley is a little bit lost in the shuffle right now, though. But like I said, it turned out to be a better match than I expected it to be. But I still wasn't really blown away by it. But I think that's just because it wasn't in a King of the Mountain match for the King of the Mountain title. Why? Sorry. I need to vent about TNA and their stupid decisions sometimes. I love them. I do. I love them. I just don't like their creative department and their writers and Dixie Carter.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's weird that they call it the King of the Mountain title and then don't defend it in the King of the Mountain match. At least defend it in like a ladder match every time or something. Like make it seem, or at least like even if you're not gonna have it like be a King of the Mountain match, maybe have like King of the Mountain rules or something. Like at least to make it feel like there's something different about this title, and instead of it's a random recycled title that we just brought up just for the GFW TNA storyline.
It's a
I'm not
television
saying that's what
title.
they did. I mean, I'm not saying that's what they did. I'm not saying, I'm not saying it, but I'm just saying that, maybe,
I'm not
maybe,
saying, but I'm saying, you know.
maybe. But anyway, let's with this match, I liked it. I felt like Lashley came out with the headband. I don't know why. I don't know what the headband did for him in this match. It gave him the power. That's what it was. I don't know, but he came out with the headband, and I felt like every kid in America was booing Bobby Roode, or at least in that building. Like he was coming out and just kid, boo, boo. They were not having Bobby Roode. I was thinking Bobby Roode was a heel or something in this match, but I definitely think this was a good match. The catching power slam that Lashley did was pretty cool. How he caught him from the blockbuster, I thought that was really cool. The trading spine busters looked really cool. The kind of trading finishers, doing each other's finishers. It was a nice spear and sell by Roode. Spear by Roode, sell by Lashley. I thought it looked pretty good. And then the Roode bomb. The Roode bomb looked weird, but that's because he took him from some kind of weird angle on his back or something. It was weird. But I definitely, it looked like they could, that the finish was going to be there, which was nice. The roll throughs into the different reversals into the different submissions, really really good stuff. I mean, these guys know how to have a good match with each other, and I think that's always a good thing. Anytime you have chemistry together, you work together at more than once, it's always a good thing.
You
But
reminded
Rude,
me, and I don't know if it was like free kids admission to this show, but there was a lot of kids at this show, and they were angry little kids. They were like yelling at everybody. I mean, especially Bobby Roode. I don't know what I would not have felt comfortable if I was a TNA competitor in that show.
weren't they all Jeff Hardy fans? They all had the freaking armbands.
I think
They all,
so.
I was looking for the one kid with the Willow mask. The one kid waiting for Willow to come back.
He's coming back
All
tonight. I know it.
Alrighty, next we get an interview with Matt Hardy. One thing about the Jeff Hardy promo, he looked a lot more like comfortable and a lot more like into it. Have we gotten to the Jeff Hardy promo yet? I don't know if we have, because there was so many not promos but interviews. There've been so many interviews we haven't. But with the Jeff Hardy promo that's coming up here in a little bit, after the next match, I felt like he was really into it tonight for some reason. I don't know what it was, And he didn't drop the mic or anything. He didn't drop the mic. He didn't spray paint Jeff Hardy on the championship. He just ended it like a normal person, maybe.
He's
But
always
anyway.
into it, man. This is the man who tried to start a Hardy's revenge chant. Come on now.
Hardy's revenge. Monster. All right. We got an interview with Matt, the Hitman Hart. No, wait. Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy. Hashtag Matt for champ. You know he had to say it at least once in this promo. I know it slipped. It slipped. It slipped, Casey. It slipped. It slipped. There is no comparison. There is no comparison. But you know Matt for champ had it in there at some point. And this night is the night. You know, as the Hardys always have a dream, it's one time, and we fulfilled that. You know, multiple times over. He says he's so proud to win the world title and his brother and whatnot. Tonight is my night, and I can't think of a better place to do it than in Charlotte, North Carolina. My whole family is here. Tonight, my dream becomes a reality, and tonight I become TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Because that's exactly how he says it every time he says it. Any thoughts on this? If he's not hype, he'll be asleep and be like TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and the baby is crying in the background. Come on, man.
I hashtag cold-blooded Matt Hardy, hashtag Hardy will not die, hashtag Jeff's brother, hashtag
currently doing an interview.
hashtag I mean, he is going to be the NXT World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know why he's so angry and intense about it. Come on, man, you gotta be happy. Take it down a notch. I mean,
Where Dixie was like randomly in the back. She couldn't come out for this. She was just randomly in the back waiting for EC3 to be mad after his match. But Billy Corgan comes out and presents a video package, and then Earl Hebner comes out, and he's thankful and whatnot. I don't know if maybe it was the video I was watching, but like this felt like it ended prematurely. I was expecting Hebner to say stuff, and he didn't. He just kind of came out. And I can't remember where he was exactly. I don't think he was in the ring yet. He was like halfway in the ring, and it cut off to the Gail Kim Awesome Kong video package. But any thoughts on Earl Hebner?
I think it's really cool. I mean, referees don't get a lot of recognition, but I mean, he's been a referee for so long that you kind of can't not give him recognition. I mean, he's been in main storylines. I like the video package they did. It was a little bit weird, and this could be just licensing issues. That they can't use video from WWE or pictures from WWE, but it felt like there was a big chunk of his career kind of missing, just from WWE and stuff. But it was cool that they kind of gave him recognition, and you heard a little bit from Brian Hebner, his son, which was kind of cool, who's also a referee. And I looked up at my signed T-shirt from both of them, and I was like, "You did it! You did it!" And I had a little bit of a tear in my eye.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was cool that he got inducted, because like you said, you don't see a lot of referees get inducted to Hall of Fames or get any recognition anyway. And Earl Hebner, may be the most notable. I mean, considering he's refereed every screw job ever, every one of them. I don't think there's been a screw job that Earl Hebner has not refereed. So it makes sense. He's been
It was just one, and it happened to be in Montreal. Just let it go, guys.
And then he was even refereeing the TNA screw job where they tried to copy that in 2011 or something. I don't know if you remember that, but it was so bad. I was like, what? That's the exact same thing that they did in Montreal. Come on, man. But anyway, next we get a video package on Kong and Kim. At least the package for match.
If you're asking me if I have,
He froze.
I
Yeah, any thoughts on the Kong and Kim video package?
no.
Sorry. I saw you frozen. I'm like, I know. I'm acting all weird now.
He was glitchy, and I was like, I don't know what to do. But yeah, no, not really. No.
All right. So next we got Awesome Kim versus Gail Kong. No, we got Awesome Kong versus Gail Kim for the Knockouts title. Kong's hitting those strong shoulder blocks, painful chops by Kong in the corner. I mean, I'm pretty sure she was chopping through the chest of Gail Kim. I'm pretty sure Gail Kim, her chest area is just a hole now because she was chopping straight through her. But Gail Kim does come back with the kicks, hits a crossbody on Kong for two. Kong ends up locking in like a rear chin lock, naked choke type of thing. Turns that into a cross arm breaker to the Awesome Kong, which I thought was pretty cool. To see her kind of be a little shifty. Kim reverses that into I don't know what to call it, some sort of leg lockery. I don't know what to call it, but that's what I'm gonna call it today, leg lockery. Kim has Kong in some sort of submission, the leg lockery, and but then Kong drops her on her head for two. The Hurricane Rana can't get the bigger female down off of the top turnbuckle, and Kong hits a huge splash. Officially, there's a hole in the ring from that splash. That splash looked impactful. There was so much impact in that. Excuse the pun. So much impact in that splash. It was a really good looking splash. And then Kong there, but Irvine gets involved, causing the referee distraction. Gets the implant buster on to Kim on the chairs. Kim hits a hits a shout out to Rey Mysterio here, West Coast pop for two, but then immediately met with a spinning back fist. Eat the feet from the top rope by Gail Kim for the win. And I don't know if anybody else saw this, but when I saw Irvine, I was like, he's really strong for a cook. Like the man is really strong to be a cook. I'm just saying. Any thoughts on good match? Nonetheless, I really like this match. Kong was shifty in this match. Any thoughts on this match though?
I don't know. I kind of wasn't into this match. I knew the NXT Iron Women's match was going to be so much better. I will give Gail Kim credit. For a minute there, she turned into Kyle O'Reilly and pulled out submissions from everywhere. I'm gonna count all the times I mentioned Kyle O'Reilly in videos. Anytime anybody does a submission out of nowhere, it's gonna be, oh my God, Kyle O'Reilly. We almost saw Robert Irvine versus Awesome Kong. I was hyped. I was like, come on, hit it with a frying pan, do something. And then Gail sold Kong's back fist like a champ. She basically died. I was like, she's out. But again, no title change. Why would we have a title change? That would make too much sense. But yeah, no, she basically died. I was like, come on, John Cena, can't you do that? Just die. Just basically die.
Oh God! Alrighty. Um. Next, we get the interview with Jeff Hardy that I thought was earlier that actually ended up being now. He says, "That's right. You can't fire me because I quit." Everyone, is attacking EC3, and it's gonna make the Zebras crowd. Creatures wound up. I'm glad I finally figured out what they were saying because it was just creatures blank up for me. I didn't know what the middle word was. Creatures up. Had no idea. Thank you, Jeff Hardy, for the clarification. Um, wait, where Casey go?
I'm right here. Don't worry. I'm
Okay. Are you ready to talk about this, Matt? This interview match. This interview.
uh it was an interview and they talked and
Creatures. It was all about the creatures, and there was no Hardy's revenge. None.
that is true. I kind of miss it, to be honest. Um it's it's almost like Baron Corbin falling out of the ring. You know, it's hard to watch, but you don't want to stop watching it. You know, it's like a car accident. You're like, you know, I shouldn't watch this. I don't want to, but I can't look away. You know, it's the same thing with the Hardy's revenge. It's so bad, but I miss it a little bit. Come on now, one more time, one more time.
All right. Next we get a video
Battle.
package on video package on Angle and EY. They're kind of, EY saying he put Angle out. Angle trying to make his triumphant return, and a pile driver parade that we got. Everybody gets a pile driver, especially Kurt Angle. Any thoughts on the video package? It was a video package. It was moving pictures.
The video package on the match that was just thrown together out of nowhere for no reason because
Yeah.
Kurt Angle, yeah, sure, why not? It doesn't have to make sense, just do it a week in advance. Why not? Yeah, no, that's pretty much all my thoughts.
Alrighty, we got Eric Young versus Kurt Angle. This is like the first time in probably like a year that I actually spelled out Eric Young in one of my notes. I don't know why I spelled it out, but for some reason I always put EY. So tonight I spelled it out. So I knew it was gonna be a good night. Eric Young was crazy because Pope said it first. He says, "You think the bearded terror just wants to destroy Eric Young?" He said it first. Eric Young wants to destroy himself. That's how crazy Eric Young is. So shout out to Pope for he noticed. He noticed it. I'm not gonna go through the EY promo because it was it's just him making fun of Angle and whatnot. Angle basically the main promo was it's a no DQ match. EY with the mic immediately and I don't even think EY sold it. I think EY, got hit with the mic, looked right back at him and came back with a vengeance because I don't remember him being down for 3 seconds. I looked down for a second to talk about how Angle hit him with the mic and he was already stomping him. And I'm like, wait a minute. What just happened? The fighting goes to the crowd. Angle is firmly in control with the suplexes. EY gets taken to the outside. EY taken back to the outside. EY hits a power driver as they come back into the ring. Angle rolls to the outside. The doctors, it's over. It's over, people. The doctors are calling this match. But weirdly, ironically enough, conveniently enough, the bell didn't ring. Never. It didn't. Like, it didn't ring as he was walking up the ramp. It didn't ring as he was sitting there. It didn't ring as the doctor said, call it off, call it off. It didn't ring as when EY took out every doctor ever, every doctor and every referee ever, threw him back in the ring, and Pope's like, or Josh is like, Angle says, the match is over. Didn't ring then. It just happened to just not ring. EY is on the attack though. Hits Angle with a chair shot to the head. Angle does fight off the pile driver. Hit the German on the floor because EY was looking to end it. He was looking to end all be all. Angle coming back with the German suplexes. Angle slam on EY for 2. Elbow drop by EY as EY comes back and takes control. EY just stands and stomps on the neck because EY does not care. The elbow to the back. and the back of the neck area by EY. We get the he tries to go for the power driver from the second rope. If he would have hit that, I just probably would have just passed out and died immediately. But he was going for the power driver from the second rope, but Angle locks in the ankle lock. EY fights out for a nice little bit. He fought out for a nice long time. It felt like it was even maybe longer than it maybe should have been. EY was not gonna give up. He even grapevine the leg, which is like you know it's over. But EY fought off that, and then he grapevine it again, and it was over. He put the legs together. He wrapped them around each other. It was over. It was over. Angle wins his first match back from injury. I'm surprised he's still taking power drivers, but he did. He did it like a champ, like a champ. Any thoughts on EY versus Angle? Definitely bringing EY's heel level up more and more. I was expecting power driver on the stairs. I was.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. Power driver on top of Josh Matthews. I knew it was coming, but it didn't.
I mean, I'm surprised with, just how EY has come along. A year and a half ago, I would have been like, no, EY could never, first of all, be a heel. Secondly, he can never be as much of a heel as he is now. I mean, because he has become a hated heel. After the match was called off and he attacked the officials and medical staff, I think the fans said you could hear them saying we have kids, and I was like, oh shit, he's gotten to that level of heel.
Did you see that Dr. Sale? did did you like one of the doctors like I mean he flipped completely over, leg stuck on the barricade. I was like, dang, he's dead. It's over.
And then when they were on the outside, when Angle was coming back a little bit, the fans chanted "Use the shield," referring to a Captain America shield that one of the fans had. I was like, please use it. That would have been amazing. Oh, but this actually, this I don't know if you want to call it a match because technically it was called off, but the bell never rung. Like DJ was saying. But it was really good. I felt like this maybe would have been better than just a regular match. Maybe they are gonna try to rebuild this feud. Because it felt like for a while there they didn't really know what to do with EY. He was kind of jumping around from stealing people's legs to not backing up the company that he works for. To being angry because he doesn't have a fishing show anymore. That's all he wants. He just wants to fish, man. But yeah.
Oh man, I definitely thought it was a good match. I guess put on a good match anyway, but I was glad it was no DQ. Kind of added a stipulation, unlike we've kind of had the entire night. We haven't had a ton of stipulations tonight. But next we get a video package on a slight video package. It was like half a video package because the technical difficulties. First they had to use a stapler to keep the Ultimate X, afloat, and now we got video packages just cutting off and the audio being weird. Whatever, it's fine. Video package on the journey to the world title. I don't think you have any thoughts. Any thoughts on it cutting off? I guess that's about all we can think about. Talk about right now.
See what the only issue that they had with the Ultimate X structure is, they forgot to use that Gorilla Glue. I mean, that stuff will hold anything. They just forgot to, put some of that on there. And as for, I didn't even notice this video. I blinked, and this video package was gone. I mean, it was short. I don't know. Maybe they just, got to the end of the show and they were like, oh, wait, we don't have enough time. And, they cut it off. But, yeah.
Well, the audio was acting funny when they played it. So I think they cut it off because of that. Like the audio was being weird.
Yeah.
But as we continue, we have Drew Galloway versus Matt Hardy for the versus EC3 for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship of the World. Shout out to Tires for that one. Um, with Jeff Hardy as a special guest referee. Like the face paint tonight. I like the whole, full rep. I was surprised he came out with face paint. I was like very surprised, but I like that it was all black and white and whatnot. It's pretty
It's
cool
Jeff
looking, I
Hardy,
guess.
man. What do you?
I don't know. He's got to make the zebras proud. So I get it. I get it. He's got to make the zebras proud. Uh, But to start the match, Matt Hardy, trying to do his little rope pull thing, get stretched out a little bit. And, he kind of says Tyrus grabbed his leg a little bit. He got a little tug on the leg. And Tyrus gets thrown out immediately. Um, so, so Tyrus is gone. And I felt like there was a lot of oversell on the fact that Tyrus didn't care. Because, there was no, he was, upset. But, there was no nothing where he was smiling or something. There was nothing like that. I didn't see anything like that. So I don't know. But he was obviously happy. He had already had him a match. He wanted to go back, get him a little snack, sit back and watch EC3 continue to be the champ. That's what it was. I understand. I get it. I get it. EC3 for champ. I get it. I get it. But Galloway and Hardy kind of fighting for shots at EC3. Galloway looking for the roll up, only gets 2 corner chops by Galloway. Chops by Galloway were really hard tonight too. The chop game was on. The chop attribute was at 99 tonight. I think it was because they were in Charlotte, home of Ric Flair. I get it. I get it. The chop game was on tonight. Russian leg sweep from the top by Galloway on Hardy. EC3 starts to drop kick everyone. He tries to get into the chop game, but Galloway, he's like, my chops hurt more, bro. My chops hurt more. So Galloway, chops EC3. EC3 with the DDT STO takedown little thing that he did. I don't know what to call it, but it was interesting. I liked it. Double crossbody by EC3 and Galloway as they look for the same move. Matt Hardy takes control. Twist of fate gets reversed. As EC3 takes Hardy to the outside. Flipping dive by Drew Galloway. EC3 moves out of the way. But he does hit Hardy. Powerbomb attempt reversed into the a back trapping head slam thing on the steps. I don't know what to call it, but Galloway did it anyway. On the steps. Ouch. The reverse DDT on Galloway and the DDT on EC3 by Matt Hardy. Diving moonsault on EC3 and Galloway. EC3 throws Matt into Jeff, and Jeff, and the referee, has to stay down for a minute. Backslide gets reversed to the future shock, and then EC3 throws Galloway out for 2. We get the suplex from the apron through the table as Drew Galloway's on the table. He suplexes EC3 suplexes Matt Hardy through the table and through Drew Galloway. That table was really straight when it broke, though. I was like, what happened to the legs on that thing? It was really they were not sturdy at all. The table was really straight the way it broke. But TKO to Matt Hardy for 2. 1% gets broken up by Drew Galloway. EC3 gets just destroyed in the corner. We get the Bulldog clothesline combo by Matt Hardy on both EC3 and Drew Galloway. Superplex reversed. It's Drew Galloway into the Tree of Woe. EC3 says, you like while he's in the Tree of Woe. Galloway lifts up and hits the German into the superplex. And Matt Hardy takes pretty much the brunt of that exchange. Trading strikes by everyone, takes EC3 out. But then he comes back, hits the double 1%, which I thought looked really cool on both men for 2. EC3 low blows Galloway, asking for the DQ. It was like, just DQ me, Jeff, DQ me. And obviously it's a triple threat match, so it's not going to happen. Hardy takes the chair away, and he kind of turns to Matt Hardy like he was going to hit Matt Hardy. And EC3's like, do it, and he slaps Jeff. Jeff hits him with the chair, then he hits him with a twist of fate. Drew Galloway hits EC3 with the shotgun kick. and then Matt Hardy comes back in, hits the Twisted Fate on Drew Galloway to win, and Matt Hardy is the new TNA World. And I feel like it's been a long time coming. I think he definitely deserves it. He's kind of been in the background of Jeff Hardy for a while, so I think it's nice for him to get his first world title at one of the biggest pay per views for TNA. Um, and EC3 is still undefeated. Darn it, he didn't get pinned, so technically he's still undefeated. Technically, and he is soon to be two time champ. Darn it, two-time champ, two-time champ. Any thoughts on the TNA World Title match? And I'll talk about the. Well, let me talk about it real quick before, and then I'll let you give your complete thoughts. EC3 was not happy at the end of the match. Obviously, he talks about he sees Dixie in the back. He talks about she's dead to him, and then he just pushes John Garubrik, and he like flipped over the table. Probably has a concussion. Probably a broken collarbone. Something like dead. He's gone. No more talent for TNA. Any thoughts on this World Tag Team Title match?
Yeah, did you just say World Tag Team Title match?
I'm sorry. Sorry. The Hardys were in it. It was confusing. The Hardys, the family, the adorable baby was in it. I couldn't. I got confused. World title match. The world champ. The world champ. What are your thoughts, man?
You are correct. Technically, he was not defeated. But also, technically, he ain't got that title around his waist no more.
Conspiracy! Injunction!
I can't believe they went with that stupid storyline. Anyway. Matt's adorable little baby boy had mini daddy ring gear on. Did anyone else notice that? It was adorable. I was like, aww. I saw some streamers two streamers in the beginning of the match, and I was like, wait, is this a Ring of Honor show? Like, what's going on here? I was excited. But it was a good match. Except for the fact that Jeff Hardy has the fastest counts I have ever seen in my life. Ever. Like, I couldn't even count. His 2 was like a 1. I was like, pow! I was like, dude, calm down. Like, you need to chill, just 1, 2. That's it right there. No, that's it. But no, he was in it, He took a 5-hour energy. He was a little bit pumped. I'm sure he wasn't 5-hour energy because I think Jeff's still on some stuff. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to pretend that he's clean and hope that he's clean. I don't think so. But this was a really good match. It definitely kind of made up for the lacking in some of the other matches. Not that there was bad matches, but obviously we wanted more title changes. There was a few weird botches in other matches and other kind of weird situations in other matches, but I think that's normal for TNA. There's always some weird, like, what were they trying to do there, where you're not really sure. But this was definitely a really good main event. It built on storylines. Matt Hardy finally got, even if it's for one night, because of the stupid injunction bullshit. He finally got a major title, which it's been a long time coming. And it doesn't. We weren't really upset that that Drew didn't win because he's young enough that he has some time left. Whereas Matt and Jeff, they're not old, but they are getting up there to, especially with their past in wrestling. They're known as the TLC matches, the ladder matches, so they have a lot more kind of damage to their bodies. So they're getting closer to the end of their career, it feels like. Whereas Drew has a lot more time, I feel like. So it wasn't as disappointing that he didn't win. But it definitely builds up kind of a feud between Matt and EC3. A legal feud because TNA had to go that stupid route and let's do that because it's gonna. I don't know. I felt like they should have just had have him demand a rematch. Demand it from Andy, and I don't feel like they have to do this stupid storyline with injunctions. Half of us didn't know what an injunction was until we Googled it. Okay. But I mean, good match. Just the aftermath after the show. I think it was like the next day the video was posted on like Facebook or something like that, or like the YouTube channel or something like that, with the injunction, which is stupid. But TNA is gonna do things like that where it doesn't make sense and you don't want to see it, but I don't want to see it.
I don't know who doesn't want to see it, because the real champ. Oh God. Oh man, the boy is gone. But I don't know who doesn't want to see it, because the real champ, the champ, he is coming back. Gonna
party?
Put his rematch win it. E3 deserves the title back. He didn't get pinned.
Wait.
He's still unbreakable. He's still unbeatable. He's still undefeated. He's still the undisputed.
I know who you're really talking about. You're talking about the phenomenal AJ Styles. He's coming back. He's gonna win the title again. Yeah.
No. E.C. Goldberg is coming to TNA. You know it. You heard it here first. Undefeated. Undisputed. No. I kind of want to see where they're going to go with this storyline, though. I don't remember seeing a storyline like this. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Hopefully some title. Watch, every title is going to change hands on Impact this week. I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I already see it. Thanks a lot, Destination America. Stupid. Hate you. Go. Why are you on network? Anyway. Yeah. Good show. I definitely liked it. I saw the Matt Hardy mini ring gear that the little one was wearing. Yeah, I don't know if he was crying when he first got in the ring, but once he saw his dad, he was like, "Yeah, Dad, woo!" Probably didn't say it exactly like that, but let me shout out some.
Yeah, I don't think he said it exactly.
Yeah, he probably can't say it exactly like that, but actually he said it like that in his mind. He just can't get it. He'll get it. But shout out to Eric Yap, Andre Corbel Org. I don't know what that is. I know who Andre Corbel is. I don't know who Andre Corbel Org is. And Lamar Witcher, Mixer 549. Dale Moore, Jordan Lorenzo. Oh, not as hard of a name as I thought. Thank you, new subscribers. Much love. Much love to you. But this is a good show. I definitely enjoyed it. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section or above the comment section or somewhere around the comment section, as long as we can see them. Press that subscribe button if you haven't already, because much love to everyone who does subscribe to the only podcast that is always an instant classic. Casey, do you have any final thoughts? I'm not gonna let you close out the video because I know how it gets. I know the struggle.
Hey, I haven't been doing too bad the past couple. It hasn't turned into a random rant about nothing. I mean, it has, but no, it was a good show. I just hope they work these, or they get better writers for these storylines, because there's still a lot of them are like not really making sense, or what would make sense they're not doing. Like giving the titles, the tag team titles, to another team. You know that that I'm just saying, just saying. I love the Wolves, but I I feel like the fact that they've only really been in TNA for what, a year, maybe a
Two,
little over 2 years,
2 years.
something like that, and they've already won the titles like 7 times or something like that. That's ridiculous. Like, The Rock didn't even win the title 7 times in his first 2 years. Come
But you
on
know
now.
who did? You know who did win the title? John Cena, right?
He,
He
he
probably
won
didn't.
it
He probably
seven
didn't win
times
it
in the
7 times.
first 2 months.
He probably didn't win it.
Speaking of John Cena, we have a video coming up.
Dude, we making is coming up. So there you go. Watch TNA from. We got another one that just happened like recently. Gotta watch that one. Gonna try to get those out pretty quickly. I know I say it every week, but we're working at least. We're at least working, trying to work on getting them out on a decent time schedule. But eventually, it comes with time. It comes with age. The podcast is like a fine wine. Bye, bye. I'm gone. Forget it. I'm not saying any more words. I'll
I
see
kind of
you guys
want to
later.
know where you going with this. No, the
It
people
gets
need
better
to
with age.
know.
It gets better with age. It's not like bread because bread just goes away, but or gets moldy. It gets, but we're getting better at this. All right. I will see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye. Peace.